and I talk about masculinity, ne? As the last topic. There's a lot of thoughts on it, ne? It's pop. There's a lot of thoughts on it. Masculinity. Everyone is saying this one thing. Some are saying no, it's our fathers. Some are saying it's us. Some are saying no, it's feminism. Some are saying it's the media. But like in terms of masculinity and male identity, what do you think is wrong? I know it's very broad, but the first thing that comes to your mind, what's wrong?
What's wrong?
Yeah.
I think that the thing that's wrong is we do not know what masculinity is. I don't know what is masculinity, but
in the 80s it used to be Chuck Norris and them, but now men are fools on TV.
That's the thing.
Aren't they?
We don't know what we don't know what masculinity is, because masculinity is defined by these things that you're talking about, by TV, by the movies you watch, by basically external things that you see. And unfortunately that also has affected most of our parents as well, because they also grew up like that. So a person doesn't know what masculinity is, which is why now we are in this thing of you know, a man is a man because of a woman.
The single mother syndrome.
Yeah, you can't be a man
just by being a
man. You have to be a man according to how you respond to a woman.
According to what society says.
You see?
Society is women.
Yeah.
Because the men are quiet.
Exactly.
Scared.
Men are just quiet there, like, no.
At the bar because they're not okay.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder if the alcohol problem in the country is because of I don't know if I would call it a psychosis or like mental issue that all the men are going through. Because one thing I don't know about all of Africa, since there's parts of Africa which are like the starving one, right? But men around the world, the issue seems to be alcohol, porn, and abuse in general. In terms of like, when they're done, they go beat their kids or they go shout at people. That seems to be the thing. Now, because of that last thing, man, how do you like if you had an alcohol problem and you were beating people, right? And then everywhere you go, you are told you are the problem with this society. You are the issue. There's the Nyaupe kids. No one's okay. There's no man you can point to which is like, hey, I want to be like that guy, because it's either he's the president. I don't even want to talk about the president, right? So, how do we even begin to solve men's problems? Because you see, with women's problems, the narrative is, yay, y'all are raping us, y'all are beating us. So the solution is get the men to stop beating y'all. There's a trajectory, there's a place to go. But with the men, where do you go? What do you do? What do you say to who?
I don't know that. I think that is firstly dependent on what you're saying about masculinity. You should find out first what men are, because a lot of the times this whole thing of even men cannot talk to one another as men about their feelings is
that's gay. That's gay.
It's something that just prevents any way of like fixing anything, because right now there's this whole thing of, I think there's the alcohol problem, there is the porn thing and all of that, because most of the time the men don't know what to do. Like, you are out there, you are getting a very low paying job, and then you have to pay for everything else. If you have a girlfriend, you have to impress her. If you have a wife, you have to pay for her. If you don't have those, you have the thing of, hey, I am now 30 and I am still living with my parents. I should get out there and actually start living alone and you know, acting like my other friends, like like Spanban, because Spanban is now 30 and
Spanban's driving a Golf.
Exactly, he's driving a Golf, and we're in school with him, and now here I am. Yeah, so it's that whole thing. So a person ends up just going to drink and then enjoying drinking, and then he ends up meeting people that are like him. And the thing of drinking is just the thing of, okay, one, it helps you forget, right?
Makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Nothing else is making you feel good.
Exactly. Two is a sense of belonging, because you drink there with other people who also drink there. So you belong to the squad, and then you drink and talk about soccer, and then talk about women and all of that. That helps you forget about your actual life and what's going on in your life. Even those people that are actually rich now and have made it, drinking is still a form of socializing, because they have been doing that for a long time. So now they drink, and then they drink with their peers that also drink. I think that now it's just an inside thing now to be that drinking person who socializes with their friends. And also, if you have noticed, say for example, these old guys that drink, sugar daddies.
Which ones? There's the really old ones with money. There's those who are trying their best to maintain the sugar daddy
money.
Okay.
Well, both of them actually. Sugar daddiness, those that are now in monies, right? I think that they become sugar daddies because when they were young, they didn't have this. They didn't have the money to actually go out and be loved, because hey, spending, girls come to me.
Go out and be loved. You didn't have the money to go out and be loved.
Yeah.
That just hurts so much.
Exactly.
Oh God.
Especially by the women, and also being acknowledged by their peers that, yeah, man, you've made it.
You know what you reminded me of now when you say just didn't have the money to go out and be loved? Of the paradox, that thing, that Freud thing of men are looking for their mothers in girls, and women are looking for their fathers in guys. Women are looking for their fathers in guys. People are like, ew, what do you mean? But they don't understand what it means. Okay, when you're a guy, when you're a boy growing up, your mother's love was the only love that you had, regardless of whether you succeed or fail. You were just loved for what you are. When you're a boy growing up and you're just being yourself, you are loved. You don't have to impress your mom to love you. You are loved. And as for a girl, her father was like that original sugar daddy, I would call it. My little princess, protect her, that whole thing. But now the way it is growing up is that girls can continue getting sugar daddies because guys are always trying to get girls. Girls don't have to do much to get a guy. So that fatherly love, although it's kind of sad, girls are getting fathers. That's what's going on out here. But guys are desperately looking for mothers in these girls, and they're doing anything these days, basically groveling at women's feet to get a piece of what their mother's love used to be like. Because no one told them, once you're a man, that mom's love is kind of gone. You have to get out of the house and go find a replacement for it.
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying with they're going out now that they have money, they're trying to be loved. Hurts.
Yep. Yeah.
So essentially it feels like the issue is that men are not loved.
Men are not loved.
Yeah, men are not loved. Like right now, if you think of it outside of family, because you got brothers, you got a mom, right?
Yeah.
But when you're outside alone in the world, who loves you? Amongst all your friends, if you are a church goer, your church people, but who, as a man, who loves you?
Yeah, because when you get a wife, you have that person who or when you are in a happily married place, you have that person who loves you, and you will always go back to, no matter how tough things are.
also, no matter how tough things are, is shady there, because marriage these days, you have to maintain it. Don't get sloppy and lose your money, because it's also a part of the love. Your wife can leave.
Okay, let's not say marriage here. Let's just say a partnership where you guys like both get each other.
Maybe it's because I'm hurt. Do you get each other because you have game? Because now I think I'm talking about a man being completely himself.
Okay, like for example, have you seen when you are with a friend who is a girl and you are like getting each other, like she catches your jokes, you catch her jokes, like she just that person who's wholesome. You know what I'm talking about? You have heard that before.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I'm talking about that kind of person.
How long does that last though? It usually burns up quickly. Like your guy friends who loves you as your friend. Like you don't have to be amazing for that friend to love you and be there for you. You know when you're not okay, you can go through and talk to the guy. You have that one guy friend. Do you have that girl where if you're not awesome, it will still be okay? That's what I mean.
Yeah, I've had a girl like that.
Where is she now?
I was just myself. Why you got a boyfriend?
Why did that change things? That's what I mean. You were essentially filling the boyfriend hole.
We couldn't chill together. That's because I left.
Okay.
Yeah, I left and then she got a boyfriend. Otherwise, yeah, like we were quite close friends.
And there was no sexual tension
There was.
and stuff, because that's also a problem.
Well, we were close friends with
Who
benefits.
are popping. You see,
Yeah,
but that's a whole
who are
different
popping.
thing now. This dick game attached and pussy game attached. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but I was myself with this person. Like I'm saying, I was my complete self. I wasn't trying hard to impress. This person knew that this is how I am.
Did you feel loved?
Did I feel loved?
Yeah. Let's go.
Yes, I felt like this is a person who I can just go to and just talk about anything with, and she would, try to give me advice or just accept it. Leana, she could do the same.
I have felt that, I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
But then I would say also that happens when you are like when you have
yourself.
Yeah, when you know yourself, when you have game. Like basically I'm saying the average man out here, do you think he has that kind of relationship with a girl?
The average man, I don't think he has that kind of relationship because he doesn't know himself.
What does knowing yourself mean?
Knowing yourself means that, hey, this is who I am, this is what I want.
And that's okay. Is that part of it?
What?
Okay. This is what you are, and it's okay to be this.
Yeah, and it's okay to be this.
According
and if someone,
to you.
Yeah, according to you. Most people live according to other people's standards. That's why it depends on, hey, whether I have game or not, will I get this person. I've seen most people with game are people that are like, well, there are people that actually study game.
Pick up
like
artists,
study things.
hashtag sexual harassment sometimes. but it's
Exactly.
fine.
And there are those that are just like, this is me. Accept it or leave it. Like, you've seen, sometimes you'll be talking to a girl and then something will come in your mind. It's in your mind. But you're like, no, this person might not appreciate this. Let me not say it. That's already you stopping yourself
You're
from being
scared,
you. Because
and now you're not awesome.
Yeah, because you'd say this to anyone else. But now to this person you're trying to impress, now you don't. Which is what ends up just messing up everything. Because now you're like on that, oh no, I shouldn't say this. Yet you find that these guys, that girls are like, oh, you're such an asshole. It's a person who just
then
simply
the
says what's in
person
his
comes.
mind.
So,
And then the girl ends up liking this guy because this guy is himself. And then you, the person who is busy trying to impress, are the one who will end up raising kids that are not yours.
that's a topic for
For another time.
another.
But
Okay,
yeah,
so in conclusion, then, do you think men are loved?
loved.
Yeah, because these are special situations where you have a girl or guy who loves you. And then the thing is also, when you have a guy friend who you feel like you have the thing, you guys had to go the extra mile to be like, hey man, let's be open with each other and have each other's backs. Let's not just be drinking buddies who are trying to forget who nobody loves us.
Yeah. I think that people are loved depending on themselves.
So, do you think men are loved?
I don't know how to answer that. I would say that it depends on a person themselves. Basically, you cannot expect to be loved if you don't love yourself, or if you are afraid to like express who you are. So who's going to come and love you as you are not yourself and you don't love yourself?
Do you think, okay, that comes to a second question here. Do you think men love themselves?
No.
Yay!
I think that a lot of men don't love themselves.
That's tough. Shit. Yeah, I got nothing now.
Yeah.
It's just too potent,
you know.
for me.
Don't love ourselves because, well, it is what is in the world. That is what the world has like taught us, you know. And it's sad because most of the love things are based on women. Everything is based on women, you know. Women, love yourself in whatever body you are in. You must know yourself, know your worth. Nothing like that is ever directed to men. To men, it's always, hey, you're a man, be buff, be strong,
and also stop it.
Yeah, stop it. So,
but I ain't doing that. Well, you didn't stop the other guy.
Exactly.
But I also don't want to get raped.
So there is that thing. So I guess that's a conclusion.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
men don't love themselves.
Yes.
That's the topic, innit? I like this one.
Men don't love themselves.
Yeah, it hurts.
Men don't love themselves. First video cast. Yeah. Like us.
Gucci gang. I'm not gonna beg for your likes. You can decide.
On Facebook. Oh,
Instagram.
On Facebook.
We're putting it everywhere.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Epic Stranger.
Yeah. Website will come soon. I don't know, but at the moment it will be pop. Yeah. That's what you think.